Barely a week into the first US listed Bitcoin ETF, and we're already talking about a leveraged Bitcoin ETF. My gut says this leveraged ETF cements crypto as mainstream and that it's here to stay and that it deserves leveraged exposure just like traditional US equities. Shameless plug here, I have a ton of leveraged ETF videos in my channel. Check them out. They are insightful, educational, and picking the right one could supercharge your returns. It also indicates that crypto may be nearing a bubble, and the leverage that's already used across traditional crypto trading platforms is now ready to leak into brokerage accounts. Is that good or bad? Only time will tell. One last thing it indicates to me is that all those whales who've had sky-high projections for those Bitcoin values of 100K a coin, 500K a coin, I think they'll start to take profit on their positions as BTC nears their projected prices. I truly wonder how much this price action can be maintained as all these new buyers enter Bitcoin through these ETFs. Yeah, I get it. Big whales hold a significant portion of the coin and tend not to sell it, which helps Bitcoin's value rise. Limited float has an outsized effect on the total market cap of Bitcoin. Think about this. 2 years ago, people were calling for 100K Bitcoin looked detached from reality. Remember that when Bitcoin was 3,000 bucks? But Bitcoin is now 65 grand. 65 grand. If your cost basis is a few $100 and the price goes to 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, we're gonna see who truly has diamond hands. If you could clear 100K profit per coin, sure is going to be tempting to liquidate some of your position. Take some profit now, maybe even leave it in cryptosphere, but put it in altcoins or stable coins. Even those crazy $300,000 predictions felt like a mission to Jupiter. Not happening next few years, right? But now we're in a space capsule looking at Jupiter through the window. At some point, you're going to want to hit the return button. I bet those whales and leveraged positions are going to have a strong incentive to hit that button sooner rather than later. An obvious comparison for this latest rally is Cathie Wood's call on Tesla. As Tesla ran up each and every day, we were all huddled around giggling saying, wow, this might really happen. Tesla might hit 500 a share, it might hit 1,000 a share, 5,000 a share. We all had a finish line, a goal, a point we were rooting for. We were the underdogs. Who doesn't like rooting for the underdogs? Well, let me ask you this now. Is Bitcoin an underdog? Absolutely not. If there was one thing on this planet that is not an underdog right now, it's Bitcoin, especially with this ETF tailwind pushing it ever higher. I made a crypto ETF video many months ago, and in that video, I said that when an ETF was finally available, the price of crypto and Bitcoin would skyrocket. And what we saw in the last 45 days is Bitcoin nearly doubling in value in anticipation. I literally called that. So what's left? In that video and this one now, I'm calling for a moderate pullback across the entire crypto ecosystem. Buy the rumor, sell the news, right? The rumor was that a Bitcoin ETF would get approved. Buy that. It's approved now. Sell that news. I expect to see positions delevering and whales moving to the exits to lock in some gains. That's how investing works. That's how fair markets work. Look at the catalyst here. Futures ETFs, leveraged futures ETFs, and I'm sure spot ETFs are right around the corner. We might have 20 Bitcoin ETFs before New Year's. So be careful right now if you have a crypto position. And I'm saying that as a Bitcoin investor, I'm being very careful. I think, yes, this thing could hit 100K before Valentine's Day. And then I could see by next summer it being at or below 60,000 again. We'll need more buyers, more investors to first stabilize the price and then to push it higher. Where are they going to come from? I think the answer is the broader investing community. Those of us that are already crypto believers are vested and invested. I don't think current investors have a lot of money waiting on the sidelines to be invested. So what we need is more conservative retail investors to join us. We need more institutions to join us. We need more retirement accounts. Luckily, these new ETFs will allow this access, but it'll be a slower uptake with this type of investor. In terms of my crypto allocation, BTC is actually a minority position. I'm much more of a fan of Ether and coins that offer scaling solutions based on its blockchain. I personally think that it has a bigger runway ahead of it, but I just wanted to release this quick word of caution that crypto is no different than any other asset class. Once all these ETFs are on the shelf, ready to be purchased, that's the news. That's the selling point. All these whales who have set the tone over the last 5 years of never selling might change that tone. They might start singing a different song. It's not about what you do, it's about what they're going to do. These 1,000 to 5,000 Bitcoin wallets have the power to move the market. That leads me into a wild card waiting in the wings. Not necessarily a new type of investor, but a new type of adopter. Think about how massive it would be if corporations got behind blockchain technology. Think Apple, Facebook, and Activision. All over the interwebs is talk of Facebook and Nvidia's metaverse. What's going to be their currency? Something like Robux from Roblox? Or will these companies create their own coin, but based on already existing blockchain like Ethereum or Cardano? Think about Binance Coin, which was originally built on Ethereum, but then they coded their own blockchain and now it lives there. Facebook could make Facebucks and do the same thing. Every metaverse might have its own payment vehicle. The Tencent metaverse, the Exxon metaverse. This is all to say, expect volatility in Bitcoin and the crypto space as a whole. This ETF finally getting approved might be what takes us from 60,000 all the way to 120,000, but we might as easily plummet back to 60. It will be all about shaking out the over leverage, shaking out the paper handlers, and then grooming the next wave of adoption and investors. So be ready for the volatility and keep watching for more updates as this YouTuber sees them. And since you're already here, check out my other crypto videos right there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.